Picture your world. Birds singing. Children playing. Music. Culture. Life as we know it. Imagine this world sucked into a giant cosmic vacuum cleaner. Imagine all that you know and love crushed into oblivion by the monstrous hands of a black hole.
But black holes don't have hands. Nor are we at any risk of being sucked into one, as the nearest black hole is Sagittarius A star, located at the center of the Milky Way. But black holes are fascinating scientific phenomena, and understanding them can help us understand how our universe works. Let's begin with the basics. Black holes are born when a massive star, at least 20 times the mass of our Sun, implodes. They are dips in space-time so extreme that they can alter time. If you spend 1 minute near a black hole, 1,000 years will have passed on Earth. Every black hole has an event horizon, the point where not even light can escape the black hole's grip. Our knowledge essentially ends here, on the outside of a black hole. My task was to discover what could be within one. One of the most fascinating black hole theories is the firewall theory. It sparked a thought-provoking debate that began in 1974, when Stephen Hawking said that black holes would leak particles and radiation. But this leakage would be completely random, so you would have no way to tell what had been inside the black hole. This goes against a basic principle of particle physics, which states that information is always preserved. A group of physicists, determined to figure out how information did get out of a black hole, calculated that in order for information to escape, there would be a barrier of energetic particles on every event horizon. This, in turn, goes against Einstein's theory of general relativity, which states that space-time fabric must always be smooth, and that the event horizon of a black hole must be a no-drama zone. If particle physics is correct and no information can be lost, then there are rumples in space-time fabric, and Einstein is wrong. But if Einstein is right, then particle physics is wrong and information can be lost. At the time, this seemed like a debate likely to never be solved. This next theory stems from a problem totally independent of the firewall paradox, but it may present a fascinating solution to the firewall conundrum. It all begins with quantum entanglement. It's a mysterious property of quantum mechanics when two particles, sometimes light years away, mirror each other, so what happens to one appears to happen to the other. According to quantum mechanics, particles leaking out of a black hole must be entangled with each other. But for information to be preserved, particles that have left must be entangled with those still within the black hole. Naturally, quantum mechanics forbids these double entanglements. One particle must remain true to one and one alone. We find that if quantum mechanics is correct, and one particle can only be entangled with one other, then information can be lost, and particle physics is wrong. The solution to this conundrum could be found in wormholes, another one of Einstein's theories. He originally suggested them as links that would create shortcuts through space-time. Black holes could create wormholes with the particles that have left, and so preserve their information. There is no firewall, but no information is lost. Double entanglements are allowed because particles linked by wormholes are considered to be physically the same. Although this theory may seem to be the solution to our conundrums, many physicists are doubtful that it's sufficiently well formulated or can be backed up by science. Says Dr. John Preskill of California Institute of Technology, "At first whiff, the conjecture may smell fresh and sweet, but it will have to ripen on the shelf for a while." But there are, naturally, theories and conundrums completely outside the firewall paradox. The first and foremost of these is a problem dealing with singularities. Singularities have been calculated to be the only way that black holes can exist. They must be infinitely dense, infinitely small, and infinitely hot. According to the Big Bang Theory, our universe also originated from a singularity. But most physicists agree such things cannot really exist. In order to solve the singularity conundrum and explain how black holes can exist without them, physicists have theorized that two black holes could be linked by wormholes. That means that whatever one black hole sucks in is not compacted into a singularity, but instead spewed out the other end of a wormhole to the black hole on the other end, which is called a white hole. This explains how black holes can exist, and also provides a new take on how our universe began, from recycled material from a whole nother universe. This next theory stems from space-time torsion, which states that particles possess spin. Nikodem Poplawski describes it as internal angular momentum, analogous to a skater spinning on ice. This spin can twist space-time, but it would only be noticeable in the early universe or in black holes. In these conditions, the torsion would act as a repulsive force, pushing against the attractive force of gravity. This battle of sorts would create huge amounts of energy, which would then be converted into mass. The increasing amount of spinning particles would create increased amounts of torsion, and our universe would snap outwards in a big bounce. The theory goes one step farther, beyond explaining how our universe began. It states that since space-time torsion is only present in the early universe and in black holes, the two must be one and the same. That is, our universe is existing within a black hole, and all of our black holes have universes within them. This creates a set of nesting universes carrying on into infinity, all because of black holes.
Deadly portals to other universes. Billion tentacled monsters lurking in the cosmos. Vortexes of doom surrounded by impenetrable barriers of fire. A fragile universe in the grip of a terrifying cosmic monster. Is humanity in mortal peril? Could we, at any minute, be sucked into a shadowy vortex of doom?
No.